Okay, good afternoon, my dear students. I hope you all are fine and you are safe at home and you are doing your studies very well. Okay, so today I am going to discuss a very new topic that is called integration by method of partial fraction. So before going to know about going to solve the problems related to this particular topic, we must know about what is partial fraction. What actually partial fraction is. These are the some fraction I have written: 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 5 by 6, or 11 by suppose 6. Okay, so these are called rational numbers. Okay, these are called what? Rational number. And among this, all these three rational number, this is called what? Proper fraction. These are also fraction. This is called proper fraction, and this is called what? Improper fraction. Okay, this is called proper fraction and this is called what? Improper fraction. From the example you see here, numerator is 1, denominator is 2. So numerator is less than denominator. Here numerator is what? 2, denominator is what? 3. Numerator is less than what? Denominator. It is also numerator is less than what? Denominator. So if numerator is less than denominator in a particular fraction, then such type of fraction are called proper fraction. Here numerator is greater than denominator. Okay, so in such cases it is an improper fraction. Also suppose 2 is a number. 2 is a number can be written as what? 2 by 1. Okay, or it can be written as what? 4 by 2. Whatever be. So this is also a improper fraction because numerator is greater than denominator. Numerator is greater than what? Denominator. In such cases, what happens? 2 is also and every integral number is also a improper fraction. So this is proper fraction, this is improper fraction. But an improper fraction can be reduced into a proper fraction. How? If you 11 by 6, you see 11 by 6 can be written as what? You divide it by 1 times and कितना रहेगा 5 by 6. Understood? So now it is a proper fraction. It is what? A proper fraction. So this particular improper fraction can be converted into a proper fraction by dividing denominator by numerator. So these are the simple examples, simple concept you got in school level. Just I remind it. Now my job is what is proper fraction? That is a partial fraction of a proper fraction. For example, suppose that if you say 5 by 6, 5 by 6 is a proper fraction. Okay, proper fraction. It is what? Proper. And you also see denominator is a factorized. It can be written as what? 2 into 3. So your expression is what? This is 5 by 2 into 3. And very interesting, you see you can write like half plus 1 by 3. If you take LCM, and you see 2 into 3 is equal to what? 6, and numerator क्या होगा? 3 plus 2 equal to what? 5. So this particular 5 by 6, that is 5 by 6, a proper fraction can be resolved into sum of another two proper fraction. Can be resolved the sum of another two what? Proper fractions, smaller one, and these proper fractions are called partial fractions. Okay. This means what? This proper fraction can be resolved into a partial fraction. These are called partial fraction. Okay. Now consider, suppose 11 by 6. It is an improper. Improper fraction cannot be resolved into a partial fraction. It can be only happen after dividing this. उसको divide करने के बाद क्या होगा? 1 plus 5 by 6. Okay, now 5 by 6 is a proper. उसको आप resolve कर सकते हो. You can write 1 plus half plus 1 by 3. So now it is resolved into a partial fraction. Okay, so a proper fraction directly can be resolved into a sum of or difference of whatever be resolved into a partial fraction if condition is that if denominator क्या होना चाहिए? फैक्टराइज. Denominator can be factorized. Denominator becomes what? Factorized. Otherwise, it is not possible. or an improper fraction can be resolved into a partial fraction if first step is that you have to divide numerator by denominator and resolve into a proper fraction, and this proper fraction can be resolved into a partial fraction. Okay, how? Because 6 can be factorized. So if denominator can be factorized, then it is possible. If denominator is not factorized, it is not possible. So these are the simple idea I have given to you in number system. Okay, now we are going to discuss about rational polynomial function. These are all rational numbers. Rational polynomial function. You already got in class 11. Suppose Px and Qx are polynomial function. These are what? Polynomial. Both are polynomial function. Suppose that Px is a polynomial function, Qx is also a polynomial function. You already know what is polynomial function. Therefore, Px by Qx, where Qs not equal to 0, is called rational polynomial function. Is called rational polynomial function. Such type of function are called what? Rational polynomial function. Earlier, what in number system 1 by 2 or 6 by suppose 6 by 5. These are what? Rational numbers. They are rational numbers. When it is proper, numerator is less than denominator. When it is improper, numerator is greater than denominator. Here also, this type of function, rational polynomial function, sometimes it is called proper rational polynomial function and improper. Proper. Okay, there are two types. One is improper. So rational polynomial function can be divided into two types. One is called proper rational polynomial function. Another is what? Improper rational polynomial function. Okay. Now I take an example. Suppose a polynomial function Px equal to what? X square plus x plus 1. This is a polynomial function. What is the highest power of x? This is 2. So highest power of x is called degree of the polynomial. Degree of Px here is what? 2. Suppose I consider another polynomial function Qx. Suppose x cube plus 1. It is also a polynomial function. Here highest power of x is what? 3. So degree of Qx is equal to 3. So I hope you understand what is the degree of a polynomial. Degree of a polynomial is the highest power of x involved in the polynomial. Degree of a polynomial. Okay, understood? Now when Px by Qx is proper, the rule is degree of Px less than degree of Qx. That means न्यूमरेटर जो पॉलिनोमियल फंक्शन हो उसका जो डिग्री होगा उसका डिग्री डिनोमिनेटर का जो पॉलिनोमियल है उससे कम होना चाहिए. उससे क्या होना चाहिए? कम होना चाहिए. दैट मीन डिग्री ऑफ पॉलिनोमियल इन द न्यूमरेटर इज लेस देन डिग्री ऑफ द पॉलिनोमियल in the denominator. That's very important. And when it is improper, degree of Px is greater than or equal than degree of Qx. Very, very important. This particular rational polynomial function becomes what? Proper if degree of Px less than what? Degree of Qx. And this type of rational polynomial function becomes improper if degree of Px is greater than equal than degree of Qx. We can give some examples. Suppose that you consider a polynomial function Px by Qx is equal to suppose x cube plus 1 divided by x square plus twice x plus 2. This is a rational polynomial function. Here you see what is the degree of px is 3. What is the degree of qx? It is what? 2. So since degree of px is greater than degree of qx, so it is improper. It is what? Improper. According to this rule, okay? Improper. Take another examples. Suppose that px by qx equal to, suppose, x plus 1 by x square plus 2, suppose. Okay? So this is a polynomial, this is also a polynomial. Degree of this polynomial is what? Highest power of x is what? 1. So degree of px is 1 and degree of qx is what? 2. In such cases, it is called what? This type of function is called what? Proper. It is called proper rational polynomial function. Proper rational polynomial function. Another example, suppose px by qx equal to, suppose, x cube plus x plus 2 divided by x cube minus x minus 3. So both are what? Rational polynomial function. This is a polynomial function, this is a polynomial, so it is a rational polynomial function. Here degree of px equal to degree of gx. So if equality is there, what happen? If equality is there, so again you can say it is a rational, it is a what? Rational polynomial function which is improper. क्या होगा ये? Improper. It is also improper. When degree equal होगा, improper होगा. When degree of px greater than degree of qx, it is also improper. And when degree of px less than degree of qx, it is what? This is what? Proper rational polynomial function. So I hope you understand what is proper rational polynomial function and what is improper rational polynomial function. Okay. And likewise, in the example, in the initiation of the class, I already told you that a proper rational function, or a proper fraction can be resolved into a partial fraction if denominator can be factorized. Same method can be applied here also. For example, suppose that px by qx is equal to what? X by x square plus 3x plus 2, which can be written as what? X by x plus 1 into x plus 2, okay? X plus 2. And also you see the degree of px is what? 1 and degree of qx is equal to what? 2. So it is a proper rational polynomial function. So here denominator is what? This denominator is what? Factorized. Denominator is what? Factorized. And so this particular rational polynomial function can be resolved into a partial fraction. What will be its partial fraction? You see, this type of particular function can be resolved into a partial fraction. Okay. Say another example. Suppose easy example, px by qx equal to, suppose that 1 by x plus 1 into what? X plus 2. Okay. So this is only 1. Okay. Is it a polynomial function? Definitely. So suppose that 1 can be written as what? 1 plus 0 into 1 plus 0 into x or 0 into x square, like that. Okay. Understood? So on. So this is a polynomial function where a coefficient of x square and constant term are real numbers, and power of x is our what? Rational, that is a natural number, and therefore it is a polynomial function. So constant term can be converted into a polynomial also. So that particular 1 can be written as what? X to the power 0 also. So its degree is equal to what? Degree of px is equal to what? 0. And degree of qx is equal to what? That is ultimately what? Factorize है, multiply करो तो x into x क्या होगा? X square हो जाएगी. And finally what happened? What is the degree? Degree is equal to what? 2. And finally degree of px less than degree of qx, and therefore it is a proper rational polynomial function. Proper rational polynomial function. And this particular proper rational polynomial function can be resolved into a partial fraction, like it can be written as what? 1 by x plus 1 minus 1 by x plus 2. ठीक है. तो उसको अगर आप एलसीएम लिया जाए तो x + 1 × x + 2 एंड व्हाट विल हैपन, इसमें क्या होगा, x - x + 2 माइनस x + 1 डिवाइडेड बाय व्हाट, x + 1 × x + 2, ये हो जाएगी कि नहीं? तो x कैंसिल हो गया, 2 - 1 = व्हाट, 1 रहेगा. तो अल्टीमेटली दिस पर्टिकुलर एक्सप्रेशन इज इक्वल टू दिस एंड व्हिच इज इक्वल टू व्हाट, this one. Okay, so this particular expression can be resolved into two proper fraction, two proper rational polynomial function, and therefore this is called what, there is a resolution of partial fraction of the original proper rational polynomial function. ये जो rational polynomial function है उसका partial fraction ही है. ठीक है, तो partial fraction कब हो सकता है, जब एक प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन का डिनोमिनेटर क्या होता है, फैक्टराइज होता है. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, फैक्टराइज होगा. अगर फैक्टराइज नहीं होगा तो नहीं होगा. ठीक है, तो हाउ यू कैन रिजॉल्व इनटू ए पार्शियल फ्रैक्शन ऑफ ए पर्टिकुलर दैट इज कॉल्ड इम्प्रॉपर फ्रैक्शन. सपोज px by qx. okay, px by qx, it is an improper. okay, take an example. Suppose x³ + 1 divided by what, x² + 3x + 2. So this is a improper rational polynomial function. How to resolve into a partial fraction? So likewise in examples I have given for rational numbers or for some improper fraction, like suppose 11 by 6, which is an improper fraction, and how it can be resolved into a partial fraction. First you divide numerator by denominator, you are getting a result, suppose 1, and then 5 remainder divided by what, 6. okay, so this is the ultimate result, this is the remainder and whatever remainder, and this is what dividend. just से divide क्या है. ठीक है, likewise if you divide px by qx, तो आपको क्या होगा, x² plus 3x + 2 से डिवाइड करो, क्या होता है, हम देखो x³ + 1 डिवाइड करने के बाद क्या होगा, x² कितने बार जाएगी, x, तो x² × x³ एंड देन 3x × x, 3x², आप लोगों को पता है. सो ये दोनों कैंसिल होगा, तो क्या होगा, -3x² + 1. ओके, फिर भी क्या है, डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज पावर आर सेम. सो इसके डिवाइड करो, क्या होगा, कितनी बार जाएगी, -3 एंड दिस विल बी दैट इज -3x² एंड उससे डिवाइड करो, क्या होगा, इसमें 2x भी होगी. ओके, अल्टीमेटली क्या होगा, सो इफ यू डिवाइड दिस देन x² हाउ मेनी टाइम्स, -3 टाइम्स, देन -3 × 3x -9x एंड 2 × -3 -6. तो फाइनली उसको कैंसिल करो, ये कैंसिल हो के क्या होगा, this becomes what, 7x + 7. okay, 7x + 7. now the power of x is 1, which is less than your x, that power of x, so no need to divide again. so how you can write this particular expression, result क्या है, x - 3 plus dividend remainder क्या है, 7x + 7 divided by x² plus 3x + 2. okay, now this can be x - 3 plus 7x plus 7, and it can be written as x + 1 into what, x + 2. clear everybody? And see, this particular denominator can be factorized, so it can be resolved into a partial fraction. it can be resolved into a partial fraction. so improper fraction को कैसे आप, एक एग्जांपल मैंने दिया है, improper fraction को आप कैसे रिजॉल्व इनटू पार्शियल फ्रैक्शन में कैसे रिजॉल्व करेंगे. द रूल इज़, फर्स्ट यू डिवाइड न्यूमरेटर बाय व्हाट, डिनोमिनेटर, और उसको ऐसा लिखेंगे rx प्लस, सपोज डिवाइड किससे किया, qx से किया, और उसमें कुछ रिमाइंडर मिल गया, सपोज इट इज़ सपोज fx एंड इट इज़ व्हाट, सपोज rx. ओके, after dividing px by qx you will get a function of x plus remainder divided by dividend, जिससे डिवाइड किया है. ठीक है, and this qx can be factorized, and now this becomes what, proper, this becomes what, proper fraction. और ये proper fraction को आप क्या कर सकते, resolve into a partial fraction. why? because qx can be factorized. Okay. From this example, if you divide this by this, you are getting this is the function fx, this is your remainder, this is your qx. Qx is also factorized. So, this can be a proper fraction. Power of x is 1, here power of x is what, 2. So, degree of this numerator is less than degree of denominator function. Okay. And therefore, this is a proper, and since it is a factorized, so it can be resolved into a partial fraction. Okay. So, we ultimately we understand what we understand. Finally, what we understand, there are two types of rational polynomial function, and these two types are, one is called what? One is there is a proper rational polynomial function, other is improper rational polynomial function, and proper rational polynomial function can be resolved into a partial fraction if denominator can be factorized, and improper rational polynomial function can also be resolved into a partial fraction. The rule is, if you divide numerator by denominator and you have to express this particular improper fraction px by qx into what? Proper one. Into what? Proper one, and that proper one can be resolved into a partial fraction. So, this is the idea, and also we get to know that what is the degree of a polynomial function. Okay. If degree of there is a polynomial function in the numerator is less than degree of a polynomial in the denominator, then it is what? Proper. And if degree of the polynomial in numerator is greater than or equal than degree of the polynomial in the denominator, then we can say that it is improper. So, we know that what is improper, proper, and how they can be resolved into a partial fractions. So, this is the basic idea we have discussed in this class. Okay. In the next class, I will discuss about what? The how to solve the integration, how to find the integration of a particular integral by using partial fraction method. Okay. So, thank you very much.